Most du kan... Full screen. Oh, there we are.
I guess. I just had to do that on purpose. No stuck in that stream without technical difficulties.
I swear I didn't do it on purpose. I swear.
Hey guys, welcome to another stream.
Hello, welcome to another stream.
Wow.
Michael is now a cult elder. Oh my god,
Oh,
thank you
so
for being a
cool.
cult elder. Yeah.
Man, Twitch has changed.
Twitch has changed. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Michael.
Woo!
Hey Zarnot, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, long time no see. Hey guys, if we look slightly tired, it's because we always do. But
And
this
it's because we also are very tired.
we're more tired than usual because we've been at AdventureX this weekend, which is the biggest and most important and coolest and most fun narrative games conference in the known universe. And we've been there showing Gibbous this weekend, and we are slowly recuperating from that.
Yes.
We wanted to do like a normal Tuesday twitching hour.
Yeah, but we
Today Wednesday?
No, yeah, today's Wednesday.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, on the way back, we only slept 2 hours that night because we stayed at the post-conference party. We stayed at the post-conference party until 12 at midnight, and then we had to wake up at 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m. to go and take the bus to the airport. So we only had 2 hours of sleep.
I only had 1 hour sleep
Yeah.
because I always do that. But anyway, we're gonna take it all. We're just gonna take
very
it
tired.
chronologically. But yeah, we were too tired
Still
to
are.
actually stream. Hey Adrian, hey Michael, hey Rasmus boy, hey Zarnot, hey everyone.
Hey, Raz's boy.
So we know we haven't been streaming in a while, but there's a very good reason for that. We have a game to finish. That's the reason. Yeah, that's actually the reason why we haven't really streamed a lot. It's not just that. It's also the fact that we're doing some very not boring, but like very repetitive
Yeah,
things.
lately we've been testing a lot and searching for bugs and searching that we have all audio files playing when they should be playing.
Yeah.
Stuff that you can't really stream.
So before we jump into AdventureX, I just want to complain about what I've been doing lately. No, that's the thing, the way the software we're using works is that even though you would have within the game the exact same audio line, if it repeats, you need to copy, paste it, and rename it according to that.
And it might repeat like 15 times. You
Yeah.
have to copy that file 15 times.
So I've just been doing like crazy repetitive and boring stuff like that, but it's stuff that needs to happen because there are so many lines, there are so many possible situations in the game. We just want to make sure that there's since we took the time to record everything, and other talented actors took the time to record and everything and send it our way, just wanted to make sure that everything's there.
And what I've been doing before that was just testing the game and testing each item combination, which each thing in the environment with every scene you have that item to see if all the lines are there and there's something missing or not. Because if there's something missing, I need to put it in the list, and we need to find that file to see if it's missing or if we need to rename it. So it's just like so much work just to look for the missing files. Hey, primary access.
I'm not really shaved. Do we have all the voices now? Not yet, but we've been receiving.
I think what they mean is
them.
that you have like a new haircut.
Oh, shaved. Hey, Ochonos, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so we're still in the process of receiving voice files. So Don is still.
We should be getting them soon.
Yeah, Don is taking these days before his operation. I don't know exactly when he's going into surgery, but he's taking these days and using them to record the voices. And also there's the other secret collaborator. Hey, Pandemonium. There's the other secret collaborator who's been a little late with his voices, but they're coming along.
Yeah.
Sorry,
and
they're coming along
once we get
great.
those voices, we're gonna have to take them, cut them, edit them, put them in the game, test them.
Yeah. So, but enough about the boring stuff. Oh, isn't that nice? Look, we have a flower in between them. in between us. I'm sorry, we're still very tired. So enough about us. Enough about us and our boring stuff. Let's talk about more exciting stuff like AdventureX 2018, which we have just returned from. We're super happy that we actually made it in all senses of the word this year, because last year we were, the stereotype about Transylvanians is that we're slow. And last year we were really too slow and we missed the deadline for submission. And this year, so last year we were there, but just as regular visitors.
And we almost didn't make it into. But
and we also, you guys know the
story.
I think we told the story a lot of times about how we made it there like 5 minutes before 9 and we couldn't make it in. We eventually made it in. So this year we were bright and early there, but we were exhibitors, and that's because this time, thank God, we were fast enough and we just submitted to exhibit. And the thing is that this conference is sort of a big deal. I mean, they said they've had something like 80 submissions or something like that. So it's a pretty.
And they chose 20 games.
I chose 20 games, and ours was among those 20 games. Yeah.
We're so excited.
We're so excited.
People came from all over the world to attend AdventureX.
Yeah, we met a lot of people there from all over the world. So
that's really cool.
Yeah, so we just grabbed our laptop and our big
and that's it, because we didn't have room for any monitor or banners or anything. We just had a small little laptop.
Our roll-up banner didn't fit.
And the evil tablecloth.
So our roll-up banner didn't fit in the luggage. We only had our new laptop, which is a very badass laptop, but there's something wrong with that laptop. So that laptop should be running The Witcher 3 like perfectly, because we used to have a very shitty laptop and we invested in a nice laptop, and this laptop has some issues with our cutscenes. So this is something that we're looking into. This is why it's taking so long, guys, because there's so many configurations that we want to make sure that the game is running on, and the game itself runs like butter smooth on this laptop, but we've been having some glitches with the cutscenes playing the videos and the guys are downstairs right now trying to figure out why the hell that is happening, but it's just like a small hiccup. The game runs beautifully and it looks beautiful, if we do say so ourselves. Any broken words?
there weren't any words this
no words for this conference. So basically AdventureX is all about narrative games.
But we did break the luggage, so
we didn't do that. The guys at the airport did that, motherfuckers. And it was lent to us by my sister.
It was lent and we brought it back broken. So yeah, we broke something.
Well, cracked, not broken, but anyway. Yeah, so AdventureX is this narrative conference. It's like this place where everyone who either makes or is into narrative games just gets together and has a great time. So what it consists of are talks and exhibitors. Basically, that's pretty much it. And I think there were some workshops. I'm not sure if there were workshops.
No,
but anyway,
just conference talks.
Yeah, we successfully missed everything.
Hey, you've seen a talk.
I've seen Dave Gilbert's opening talk, which was really, really good. It was really good. And we're just gonna catch everything on YouTube, just like everybody else who didn't make it, because exhibiting.
Yeah, I couldn't leave the stand because like there was constantly someone there playing the game, and
so that's super nice. But we're jumping ahead. No problem. I mean, there's no rhyme or there's really no. We didn't really think about how to tell all this, so. So we made it there. Actually, we made it to London 1 day earlier because we learned our lesson. We were going to be there bright and early. And it was super nice because the evening before the event, a lot of game devs and, like YouTubers and just fans of the genre, like just people who are into the genre generally, we met up at a hotel. That sounds a lot shadier than it is. Okay, at a hotel's bar, and just hung out with everyone and just had a good time. And it was from there that we know, just remember, these are so nice people, such nice people. I don't know, adventure game fans and creators and stuff are just the nicest people ever. Seriously. We had such a good time. And it was super nice, but at the same time, it was super frustrating because, everyone just lives so far away from everyone. I mean, there were people there from London and from the UK and from Australia and Italy and Brazil and Russia, and it was just crazy. Portugal, it was just crazy. It was super nice. We had a lot of fun, hanging out with everyone. But we were also super beat. So we went to bed a bit early in the night before the conference, didn't we?
I think it's about midnight.
Yeah, that's early. And this time our Airbnb actually had heating. Yeah. So that was a huge upgrade compared to last year. Also this year everything we saw of London was just like this street.
A street.
It was a nice street because it was central London, but the bus dropped us off at I think 20 on Baker Street, actually, where Sherlock lives. Like 20 minutes from our Airbnb. Then we walked 20 minutes to our Airbnb.
And then the conference the British Library was 10 minutes away from us. So all the pubs where we hang out with the other people from the conference were like 20 minutes maximum away on that street.
Yeah.
So
So
we just walked around that street. And didn't see anything else.
Just walked back and forth on a London street. That was our touristic experience. Yeah. But we had been to London twice already, so.
And we didn't think to bring an umbrella.
Oh my God.
And it rained really bad one night.
Who knew it would rain in London?
Just wanted to look for an umbrella. I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
No problem. So anyway, in the morning we got there bright and early. We woke up at 7 or some ungodly hour like that because we were supposed to be there at 8:30. And we made it in, and it's the freaking British Library. So it was nice. We just set up and just people started coming and playing our game and talking about it. And that set off a weekend of standing around constantly. I mean, even though you have like a couple of chairs and you can sometimes you sit down and talk to the person playing the game, it's mostly just people walking up and asking you if you're the one making the game, and then you talk to them.
Most of the people didn't even ask; they just came there and
they
looked around, and I had to go and give them the elevator pitch,
Yeah.
Just the same.
Hello, my name is Camille. This is my game.
And they said that thing so many times. I was hearing myself talking. It was just so funny, just repeating the same thing 100 times a day. It was crazy.
Yeah, but it was super nice, and we hadn't been exhibitors at the event. We had been there at the event. This time it was a little bit different.
Right? We hadn't been exhibitors?
We hadn't been exhibitors last year at the event. We were just visitors. So we didn't really know what to expect. This time it was different than last year's because it's like all the games weren't in one place. They were sort of distributed throughout some rooms, and some people, I guess, had a more difficult time figuring out that there were other rooms with other games because we were in the very last one. But like the organizers, quickly took notice of that and fixed the problem quickly by telling everyone, go see all the games. There are lots of games. Go see them. They're not just in the foyer. So just super nice to constantly have someone playing the game. It was just nice. And we got a lot of nice compliments for it, which we are very grateful for. A lot of them had to do with, I guess, how the game looks and how it runs. Because the truth is that it does run beautifully on that laptop. And just like the size of the team, because people are like, oh my God, now it feels like I'm just blowing smoke up our own asses. But like people saying that it looks like a Disney movie and stuff like that. It just felt good. Because it was nice to see the look on people's faces when I was just talking. It's just the two of us making the animations. Like, but there are so many of them. And we're like, yes, but we do nothing else. There is nothing else in our lives. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. What else? We met a lot of people there, a lot of nice people. There was this little girl.
Yeah.
Like an 11-year-old girl who was making her own game in Unity, and she was just playing our game and really enjoying it and telling us about her comedy horror game that she was making in Unity.
She's making a comedy horror game?
Yeah. Really? It was about some kind of cult. Yeah, I was like, wow. Some kind of cult.
I didn't know it was a comedy horror.
It was like a cute bunny rabbit cult, something to that effect. I don't remember, but it was just like, wow, kids these days making games. at 11 years old. It was very cool.
Yeah.
And also we met lots and lots of people that we either already knew or that we met there. So let me see if but I don't even know if I should be mentioning anyone, because I know that I'll be forgetting someone, and it's gonna be.
But that's okay.
That's okay. Yeah. We met
so many awesome people.
Yeah, we met Chicky. We met Chicky. We met last year. Matt from AGS, who was there last year, but we didn't meet this time. We got to talk a little bit. The Space Quest historian and his friend Bear, and Dave Gilbert was there, and we talked to him. Who the heck else was there?
Francisco Gonzalez,
super nice guy. Picked me up. Literally picked me up.
He did?
Yeah, we were a little bit. He picked up a lot of people.
Space Quest historian too.
He is very.
Oh.
He's very buff. Who else? So many people. Stephen Brown from Adventure Gamers.
Alexander. Who else?
Alistair gave us not Alistair. Sorry, Alexander gave us chocolate from Russia.
Yeah, and a spoon. We got a spoon from Russia.
So people are just
such a nice spoon.
Incredibly,
very beautiful.
Yeah, incredibly nice. We met Ricardo and oh my God, I forgot his name. I'm so embarrassed. Two guys from Brazil. I'm sorry, I'm still super tired. Two guys from Brazil who had been watching our streams, and it was so surreal because they were like, "Oh my God, I watch your streams!" And they hugged and everything. Such nice guys. Gonzalo from Portugal. A lot of people. I can't. I would just stay here and I'd just be mentioning people for 10 minutes. Yeah, it was super nice. It was super nice.
Oh, and also Pascal.
And Pascal, yes, who is one of our. Actually, we met at least two backers. I don't recall, because everything is such a blur, when you talk to a lot of people. It was very, very nice, but here's the thing: it is so tiring to stand around. You stand around and talk to people, and I don't know. Like I was feeling decent, health-wise, but I'm one of those nerds whose life is just sitting down. And when you stand around so much, like sometimes I just felt like I was just getting woozy a little bit and stuff. So thank God I had Kami there, because she was giving me like a boost of confidence, because at least if
and a biscuit.
And a biscuit, yeah. But it was so crazy that we didn't even get to, like, thank God we had some chips and stuff, and Kami had made some sandwiches.
Yeah, and you were gonna need them.
We literally, there was no such thing as a lunch break, like an official lunch break.
During the lunch break, people would just come and play your game, because during the conferences there was less crowded. Usually then one or two people would come and play a lot, like play through the whole talk.
Hey, Morgenwolf.
Hey there.
Greetings.
Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, so there was no such
during
thing
the breaks it was really, really crowded, and you had to explain everything to a lot of people just coming and seeing, what's this about, and you had to tell them the elevator pitch and everything.
So no lunch break.
No lunch breaks. And it's pretty hard to find some vegetarian food in London, on that street at least.
On that street, yeah.
Yeah. So I think we didn't have dinner the first night, the first day of the conference either, because we couldn't find where a place to eat, so we just went to the pub because it was really late. Because
What?
Why were we so late?
Why were we so late? Okay, no, I'll get to that. No, I'll get to that. But I want to talk about Kami experiencing Indian food for the first time.
Oh yeah, when I was like the time we got there.
So Kami had never eaten Indian food, and I think I only ate it like once or twice, but I loved it every single time. Yeah. I know I'm very much a very spicy food kind of guy.
Subscribe.
Thank you so much.
Yay.
I'm very much a very spicy food kind of guy, and Kami really isn't. But she's very open to other like cultural and culinary experiences. Oh my God, there's a zombie there. Yeah, that's from Streamlabs. I should change that with an animation of ours. But anyway, so I'm into spicy food. Kami isn't that much into spicy food. No. So there was a like a Indian vegetarian restaurant literally right beneath our room. Like our entry door was here and the restaurant was here. So we walked in there and we sat down. We're like, we're gonna eat now. And then they
And then Libby thought, let's order these drinks. I don't know what they are because he didn't know the name.
So that's the thing. Like the menu didn't really explain anything. It was just a lot of stuff in Indian, I guess. So we were like, no, we pretended like we knew what we were doing. We were like, I will have this and this. And then I looked at the drinks menu, and there were like tea and whatever, Coca-Cola and Pepsi. And I said, no, we need to go for something authentic. So we got some puri something, whatever. We didn't know what we ordered, literally. Like this. This will be good.
For food, I just said, okay, whatever, curry. I'll just have some curry because I tried to make it at home. I never knew how it should taste like.
Yeah.
I said, okay, I'll just have some curry. There were a lot of options of curry, but I said, but with drinks, like we really didn't look what the hell that was.
So the food was, to me, in my opinion, it was absolutely excellent. But I just watched Kami cry for like half an hour.
Curry that was so spicy. Like every bite I would take, my tears would just start.
I think people watching us thought that I was breaking up with her and very happy to be rid of her because I was just enjoying myself, and Kami was just just like tears running down her cheeks.
Oh my God.
But it was from the spiciness. And then they brought the drinks, which to this day I have no idea what that was. Kami, can you describe those drinks? They looked like Cuba Libres, but with like a like.
They didn't smell bad.
They didn't smell bad.
They looked brown.
Yeah.
Opaque brown.
Yeah.
And when you tasted them, it was like somebody peed. It was really sweet and extremely salty.
Yeah, it was like
and sour too, like.
It was like
very sweet, salty, and sour.
Imagine getting a Coke and then pouring like half a bottle of syrup in it, and then like dumping like tons of salt in it, and adding curry. I mean, they were supposed to be soft drinks, I guess, but it was just like.
I don't know.
And I was the one who proposed, to eat Indian food, and I was like, Kami, you need to be open to this experience now. Just demonstratively, I kept drinking that thing, but as I was halfway down the glass, I just really started to get sick from that thing.
And then you couldn't finish your food because
I couldn't finish my freaking food. Like I couldn't finish my food because of that drink. In my opinion, it would have been a great dinner had it not been for that drink. But
it's the most awful thing I've tasted in my life.
And I think and then they brought us this dessert which was free, and that was super good.
That after they brought us the check. So but it was weird because they look like seeds, and with a spoon I'm like, are those edible? Would you do like smell them or something?
Because we don't have Indian restaurants, so.
Yeah, then they decided to take a bite because
and it was excellent.
They had the spoon, so that
I still have to look up what that thing was.
And he was like, "Oh my God, these are so good! And, I want this. Where do you get more? They're amazing!" And then I took a bite too, and they were really good. They're like some fennel seeds and aniseed, like really aromatic herbs with some sugar coating, I think, something like that. And the waiter was just bringing us the change, and I said, "Oh no, that's okay, thank you." And he thought I meant dessert, and he just took it away like really angry.
Yeah, he thought that's okay. He thought Kami saying that's okay meant that we didn't want it.
What's going on? Why
I was like, I only got to take a teaspoon of the thing, and it was so good.
It was so good.
Anyway,
and he just left, and I was like, "What happened?" I was so confused. And then you told me he probably thought we meant. We don't want the dessert. Yeah,
the drink was really. I mean, it must be some kind of cultural. I mean, maybe if you get accustomed to it, I'm gonna look into what that drink was. We didn't really have the time to do it, but it was puri something. I don't know. I don't remember, but it was just. Whew. But the food was excellent. The food was absolutely excellent.
And those sweet seeds were really good. Too bad you didn't get it. I'm so sorry. I had to say thank you. If I wouldn't have said anything, it would have been okay.
So, but this was the night before the first day. The first day was like it was really excellent. That's the thing with showing your game off, like physically? Is it?
Yeah,
physically?
so this was the first evening we got there. We got there at late afternoon,
Yeah.
and we just went to eat something, and then we went to meet the people from the conference who was in town early.
Yep.
And then early in the morning we got to the conference.
Yeah.
So the conference first day was really awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Because we're here cooked up in our attic. By the way, we've moved again.
Yeah,
as you can see. We're here cooked up in our attic most of the time.
We're in the attic again. So we're stuck in attic again.
In another attic again. Yeah, we're in another attic. We could just keep moving.
From attic to attic.
Yeah, from attic to attic. But that's the thing, we're sort of isolated here because we don't really get a lot of direct feedback from people just playing our game. So then you get like this intense experience of 10 hours of people constantly playing your game and just congratulating you and telling you how awesome it is and that they can't wait for it to release. And that's super nice when it happens online, but face to face it just feels so much
and
better.
even meeting the people who were watching our streams when we met Ricardo and they're watching our streams, it was so awesome to see that someone is actually watching it, because you don't have this realization that people are watching you, and
it was Ricardo and Ari.
One is just online, but when you meet face to face, it's just so awesome.
Yeah, I still feel bad because it's Ricardo and Ariel, but I have no idea whether that's his name or his nickname. I don't think he ever told me his name, so I don't think it's mine.
He didn't tell me his last name. I don't think he told me his last name.
Yeah, no, anyway, yeah, it was just very nice to get, because you get sort of like confirmation for the fact that, you guys are super great and hanging out with us on Twitch and on Discord, and it's super nice, but just real actual people.
If we would meet in real life, it would be a lot more awesome.
It's great because you can hug people.
Yeah,
you hug people, and not let them go, and then it's awkward after a few seconds. No, it was very, very, very nice. Yeah, so day one was just great. To me, it's all a blur. It
felt like we stayed there for a month, and it was only 3 days.
Yeah,
it felt like such a long time because it was so intense.
No, you're not fake people.
No,
it's just
that
it would just
it's
be
different
nice.
online. It's different online. Face to face, you get such a strong reaction to interacting to people. No, it's different than online.
It is. It's super nice.
Yeah, maybe we'll meet you all someday. That would be really cool.
We have to organize our own convention or something.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was day one. It was just great. We missed everything else. Here's the deal. Did you get to play any other games?
Yeah.
I didn't.
I did. I said I was so upset day one that I didn't get to see any talks. I didn't get to play any games.
I saw one talk.
Just on the booth all day, just presenting the same elevator pitch to everyone. And then I said, first thing Sunday morning, I'm going and playing other games too. So I went and played.
Oh, so what games did you get to play, and do you recommend them to the fine people watching it?
Yes.
What?
Luna.
Oh, Luna. Oh my God.
So beautiful.
We are backers of Luna, by the way. Yeah. And I don't remember her name. What is her name? Oh. Were we ever introduced or something?
Yeah, she came and introduced herself, but I forgot her name.
Oh my God.
Because we've met so many people.
Yeah, it's just... and you're very bad with... I'm bad with names, and you're bad with names and faces.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, super nice game.
We've met the artist from Luna. She was there, and she's super awesome. Wow, the art style of that game is simply amazing.
Look up that game. It's called Luna the something something. Just if you look up Luna Kickstarter, it's gonna show up. It's this sort of point and click puzzle game.
The awesome part is that it's a narrative game. It has no text. Nothing.
And it looks very, I want to say Miyazaki-ish. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And the animations are super nice, super nice. Like, great artist. And we were talking to her and just telling us how difficult it was for them, because they were all over the place. Like, I think one of them was in London, one of them was in Canada, and one in Hong Kong or China, I don't remember. So that's a crazy way of working, but they're getting the game done, and I think it's going to be releasing soon. So look up Luna.
It looks gorgeous.
What else did you get to play?
The one with the giraffe and the...
Oh yeah, Lord.
I forgot it.
I want to say Winklebottom. Lord Winklebottom.
So.
It's this. I've never seen it, but I know Steven was very excited about it. So it's about this giraffe detective or something. I think they're going to be on Kickstarter soon. So Michael, you might want to look into that, because you're local Kickstarter expert. Might be backing that. They were very nice people, and they were in Transylvania too. They were like, where are you from? Transylvania. We were at Transylvania with the castle and the wolves. And no, that's not what they said. What else? I know you played
Ricardo's game.
Okay, Future Flashback, right? I have not played it, but Ricardo, I mean, it's not that I didn't want to, just did not have the time. But Ricardo showed a little bit of it to me on his
really
mobile
nice.
phone. Just look. And this dude, Ricardo, is so impressive. Like, he used to be a web designer.
Yeah.
And just started making graphics for video games.
2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, it was half a year after he started doing graphics.
So
doing pixel art, and he's really good.
let me look him up. Ricardo, you should look him up if you guys are on Twitter or something. At RICARDOJUCHEM, Ricardo Juchem. I don't know how that's pronounced because he's Brazilian, but super impressive pixel art.
Yeah.
Is that kind of pixel art that is it's very pixely, but it's combined with the color lights and gradients and stuff. It looks really great. It's sort of the same effect that the Dark Side Detective has. And those super nice guys, they were right across the room from us. I say across the room, they were right next to us. And we talked a little bit. Their game is nice. They actually were on Kickstarter recently for season 2. Look up Dark Side Detective if you haven't played it. It's very cool. It's like episodic based, but it's just one game, but it has many episodes, like bite-sized stuff.
And
what else was
Rocky.
Oh, Rocky!
It seemed really nice. I didn't get to play it because
I didn't get to play it either. I just saw it. Rocky is this 3D cel-shaded cartoony game with a girl. I know that I follow them on Twitter, and I really like it when they post their animated GIFs and stuff. It looks really nice. So yeah, super nice games. But there were like, I didn't even have the time to go in one of the rooms, I think. No, I think I went there once looking for you because I don't know what I was going to ask you something. But just like managing the booth was crazy. Like we would have needed 5 people to be able to see other stuff and go to the conferences and stuff. So I feel, really nice games. Yeah, thanks for linking them up, Michael, because we don't know how to produce this show. It's not really a show. So yeah, day 1, we're very far apart from each other.
Yeah,
so moving closer. Oh shit, what was that? Something fell. Anyway, this is as professional as we have accustomed you guys.
It's a hard drive.
It's a hard drive. It's just a hard drive where we back up everything about our game. It's no big deal. So yeah, but again, it was excellent having people walking up and playing our game, and also a lot of people assuring us that it was going to be such a hit and that it's the best looking adventure game they've seen in a while and stuff. It was it was super nice, very humbling experiences. We're trying to stay, it's great when people tell you that it's going to do excellently and it's going to sell a lot, but we're just trying to stay how do I put this? Trying to stay
realistic and pessimistic.
Basically,
not pessimistic, but just keep our expectations low so that we
basically hope for the best, expect the worst. Because here's the thing: it's very easy to fall into Dunning-Kruger, right? Because it's just the two of us here working on, and Nico obviously. It's like a small bunch of people working on the game, and we're all convinced that it's really good. But who knows? It might be. Theoretically, it could be crappy. The Kickstarter was great at convincing us that this was something worth pursuing, and it wasn't just us crazy enough to think that it's a great game. It's a great game, by the way. And also taking the game to shows and showing it off in Romania and in Germany and in UK. Everybody telling us that it looks amazing and that the animations. I feel so bad saying this. Because it's not modest at all. It's just like very nice confirmation, because you cannot be objective about your stuff. And I know people are.
We're here all the time, and sometimes you get this feeling that are people gonna like this? You get this. You get anxious about how it's gonna do when you launch it. So it's so nice to see that people like it and you get good feedback now, because it gets you motivated to try harder and push even harder to make this even better than it is. And when you don't have that feedback from people, you might get scared that it's not gonna amount to anything. And
I'm just laughing at what Michael said. Convinced there was a lot of other crazy people too. Yeah, well, as long as we get
Yeah, so every
enough crazy people to buy our game, then we can keep making games and everybody's happy because they get a really awesome. Maybe I mean they get they get something that's as crazy as they are, and that's all we want is to reach out enough people that are as crazy as we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just the thing, you know, because you can't. I mean, your friends and your friends and your relatives are always going to tell you that it looks great, even though they don't even understand what the hell it is that you're making, but they're going to be nice. So, you know, you can't take. I mean, people who are close to you will just be nice to you regardless. So you need to.
Yeah, that's exactly. We like when we're looking at our game, we always see the things that we should have done better and that are not as we wanted them to be, and it's hard to see any of the good stuff because you're so focused.
Especially when you play your own game for the 476th time, you know, you just get so you can't even. I mean, it's very hard to even judge your pacing or your because it's just you get really sick of it. Thankfully, most people only go through it once or twice and have a really good experience with it. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. First, everybody give us a review from Aidan. Oh, okay, cool. Approximate date. Yeah, no problem. Hopefully, we're shooting for late January, early February. That's what we're trying to do. We just want to make sure that technically it's beyond reproach when we launch. Because, for example, now, as I was telling you guys, been having some issues with our cutscenes not playing. I mean, the game runs smooth as butter, and the cutscenes are glitching. And we're trying to figure out why the hell that is. There's that. There's the fact that we're releasing on PC and Mac and Linux. There's localizations in 5 languages or 6 or whatever.
The voices for our main character.
Yeah, still need the voices. So doing our best. We're probably not gonna have much of a winter holiday trying to get this game done, but it's okay. I mean, we set ourselves up for this. It's not a problem. It's not really a problem. So getting back, day 1, boom, it was super nice. And so we went back to the Airbnb, and everyone was meeting at the pub a bit later on. So we went back to our Airbnb, and we were like, we need to grab a bite to eat before.
We went back, but it was raining like crazy, and we didn't bring an umbrella, so we just went to find an umbrella. And the first shop we went into, it was like 18 pounds, a silly umbrella. And then we said, okay, we need to find a cheaper umbrella.
Yeah.
And we went to another.
We walked through the rain looking for umbrellas.
And it's like we got completely wet just searching for an umbrella. And then we said, okay, we're gonna go and leave the laptop to our Airbnb, and then we're gonna go and eat something, and then we're gonna go to the pub to meet the rest of the people. And we went to find something to eat. Of course, we didn't find anything because on all that street there were only Indian restaurants, and I couldn't eat any more Indian food.
I could not convince the Kami to go into another Indian restaurant.
Indian. Oh, they were all Indian.
But here's the deal. What I really liked about this Airbnb is that there was no key involved. So there was a keypad with a code right at the entrance, and there was another keypad with a code for our door.
We didn't need to meet the host. You could check in at the time, check it out. That was pretty awesome. Except we went to go and look for something to eat, and then when we returned and didn't find anything, we said, we'll just go to the pub, and we were wet. It was raining.
We realized something. Here's the deal. We knew that we might forget the code, right?
Yeah.
The code to the door was easy because it was just like 4, 5, 6, 7, right? But the code to the entry was complicated. So Kami gave me this piece of paper, which I put into my jeans so that we don't forget it. And then she wrote herself that same code on another piece of paper, which I have, to this day, we have no idea what happened to it.
I found it at home.
You found it at home?
Yesterday when I was unpacking, yeah.
Okay. Also,
I had it on my phone.
You had it on your phone.
Which my phone, I always have it on me. It's, of course, I always keep it in my bag. But just when I was leaving the conference, I was in a hurry, and I put it in the bag with the other stuff,
so
in the big bag.
Charge. I thought you left it to charge.
That's what I say. No,
okay.
It was a confusion. I was sure it was in my bag with me, and I just left with the laptop in the other bag, in the big bag.
Yeah, and I left mine to charge. So basically,
and you changed your jeans. So
I changed my jeans because they were soaking wet.
So we just found ourselves in front of the Airbnb with.
No way of entering.
No way of entering.
So
and it was raining.
But it was weird how the universe just realigned itself. There's so many coincidences just in order for us not to be able to make it into the. And it was frustrating because we were wet and hungry.
I'm gonna remember that code. I just started putting codes in, Man, I think I've dialed like 100 codes. Of course, I didn't remember the good one.
And what happened?
And then it turned on the alarm, and it would just the door just blocked and said no more codes for you.
Yeah, basically it locked itself out. I kept telling Kami, look, this is not the way to approach this. We need to stop someone and ask them to let us use their phone or something, because this is not the way to approach it. And yeah, the door just locked itself
as I said,
up.
there were a lot of Indian restaurants and Indian shops there, and Livia started going in the shops asking people for internet, and everyone was like, I don't have internet on my phone.
Yeah.
And
no one had like a freaking computer with an internet or anything. When I was asking for internet, they were like raising their eyebrows like, no. And I think I stopped 2 people on the street.
And I was sure, like, who's gonna stop on the street, like on a dark street in the rain, to help some guy who wants to enter on the internet with their phone? Like, I said, that's not gonna happen.
And amazingly, it happened.
Yeah. I was so impressed with it. So I wouldn't have had the courage to go and ask people. I thought they would all say no.
Although, had you done it, I think you would have had better chances than I did, because you're a girl, you look more innocent.
But I was so fatalistic about it.
Yeah, you were a little bit fatalistic.
They're not gonna let us. I'm not even gonna try. They're gonna say no.
Yeah, so thankfully
he was not, and he went and asked people on the street, and finally
I think the third person I asked actually stopped. It was a very nice young lady from Germany, and she just gave us her phone and just let us.
Yeah, but then I tried to log into my email account, and of course Google has this 2-step authentication method, and Google didn't recognize their device, so it said no, you have to say that it's you we send this code to your phone, and you have to confirm it's you. So
the universe was against us. And it was against us.
Luckily, I could log in on my Airbnb with my Facebook account, which I knew the password of.
So that was super nice. But Kami, had someone stopped and asked you to do the same thing on your phone, would you have done it? Would you have let them?
Well, probably before this experience, not.
But now
I would. Yeah.
Right.
Because I don't know. Usually, when men stop me on the street to ask me something, I don't stop because I usually think they're freaks. But I think now I would hear them out.
Yeah.
Man, I was so grateful to that.
Yeah, because the alternative would have been like there were some other people in the Airbnb, but either they were in and they didn't hear us banging on the door, or they were out and who knows when they would have come back. It was raining like freaking crazy. So yeah, thank God we eventually made it in. So the whole not having a key thing, as nice as it seems initially, I just wrote the code on my wrist and just.
So we got really late to the after party, and we didn't get any dinner either because we couldn't find anything to eat.
Yeah.
But it was nice.
It was nice just talking to people, just hanging out with narrative games people, whether they were just attendees or exhibitors. Organizers, everyone was super, super nice. And I want to say, they might not ever watch this, but I really want to thank the organizers for having us and for doing a great job, because it's crazy, just we were talking to Alistair afterwards. It's just
oh man, I love
managing. Yeah, Alistair is great.
Alistair has like the best hair in the world.
It's not just that, he's a super funny guy.
But
so look him up if you want to laugh daily. Just look him up on Twitter. He's Alistair Beckett King. Super funny guy, great guy, and he also made a game, actually 2 games, the Nelly Kudelot games. He's the creator of those games. So him and Tom and all the organizers, Rebecca, they were just great. It's a lot of. I assume it's a big headache organizing this thing, especially since it was British Library and was in central London, and they organized people going to the pub and everything. It was just really nice. We felt sorry. We always feel at home when we're doing these exhibitions or conferences, and there's people who enjoy indie games and they understand what's going on and what the deal is with their games. But it was even more so because this was a narrative games convention. Basically, everyone who was there knew what was up and was there to enjoy this kind of games, And that's, I think, also why it had a little bit of more. It was nice. I wish I could have cloned myself and just checked out the other games and the conferences and stuff. Apparently, there were some great talks that I missed. A game was announced by Ragnar Tornquist that I missed. It's just they feel a lot more. I don't know, it felt a lot more chilled out because it's like a slower paced genre, and it felt like it was still crazy, but it was nowhere near Gamescom levels of craziness. It was just very nice. Just very happy that these people just take a lot of time out of their their lives, and not basically it was just a non-profit thing. And we are very grateful to them for organizing and for having us. And we're pretty proud too, because it was a lot of games. Like I said before, like 80 games submitted to be in the exhibitors, and we made it in. So anyway, moving on to day 2.
We are ranked up to newbie level 2. What's that?
I have no idea what that is. EECC. I don't know what EECC is. Is that in Bucharest? I don't know. We're gonna try and hit as many conferences as possible as soon as the game releases, because
that would be awesome.
As soon as we have it, we need to let the world know. Because that's the thing. As I said, we have a lot of Dunning-Kruger syndrome, and we're very happy with our game. No, we are very convinced that we have a good game on our hands. It's just a matter of putting it out there as much as possible once it's available. And people seem to be really looking forward to it. So that was day 1, and day 2 was
Sunday.
And it was
awesome.
Yeah, and more of the same.
Yeah.
More of the same, much more. I think there were more people on Sunday. So it was very nice because the event was sold out in, I don't know, it was sold out on Kickstarter in a very short time. And again, we had a lot of people coming and playing the game and enjoying it. There was a guy who sat down, and I think he didn't stand up for like 2 hours or something, 2 or 3 hours, really taking his time. And we felt good because we had printed a limited run of t-shirts. We had like 20 of them, I don't remember. So it was super nice, just surprising people with like, hey, would you like a t-shirt? And they're like, yeah, but how do I have to? No, you don't have to pay. Just take the t-shirt. And they're so like, wow, you got a t-shirt. I would have been happy too, because it's a great looking t-shirt. Yeah. So yeah, it was just great. And then the event ended, and we were very sad a little bit. And then we did the same stupid thing as we did the night before. We wanted to go out and look for food, but it is even in a metropolis like London, it is impossible for Kami to find food that is satisfactory. So we just
it's just Indian foods everywhere. I couldn't eat
Stop
anymore.
being racist.
No, but I couldn't eat any more spicy food, and I just needed something.
Hey, fake Bryn. Yes, it's Romanian game devs. So it was another odyssey of 2 hours walking around trying to find food that wasn't spicy. Eventually we ate at a Thai place that was satisfactory.
Yes,
it was satisfactory.
But just
I ate all your food. Yes, I know. I ate all your food.
We ordered 2 different things, and I told him, "You have some of mine, I'll have some of yours, so we can." Livy was so hungry and he ate so fast. Like half of my plate was gone.
I mean, I hadn't eaten anything because that's the thing. We had no lunch breaks or anything, so it was just walking, standing around, talking. It was super fun standing around talking, but you need food at some point. So after a full day of exhibiting and talking to people, and then walking through the rain and looking for food.
And then we got to the pub, and of course, in London in November, people want to stay outside in the pub on the terrace. I don't know why. They were like 3 degrees.
Yeah, because last time everyone was outside and we were. Why is everyone? And this time we didn't. I mean, there was no yard, like there wasn't no courtyard. So we're like, okay, it's not standing outside, but actually there was a terrace, so everyone was outside.
On the roof or something.
I think it's to motivate you to drink more alcohol, so you don't feel the cold.
So you don't freeze.
Yeah, but again, it was super nice, like a last occasion to just catch up with a lot of folks. And man, I wish I could have. That's the frustrating thing. There are so many nice people and with so many interesting things to say, and just fun to be around. And you only get this limited amount of time, like 2 days a year just hanging out with these guys.
And then we stayed until midnight to the after party, and then we just. Rushed home. I had 2 hours of sleep. We had to wake up at 2:30.
I had 1 hour of sleep.
Then we went to take the bus, and then we were on the bus. We were in the airport checking in. Then 3-hour flight. Then it took us.
And somehow I got so tired that I couldn't sleep anymore. So I only went to sleep the next evening at 10. So it was almost like 40 hours of not sleeping. Accumulated.
We couldn't do anything on Monday. It was so tired.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Oh, and another super nice thing in London: the bus driver on the shuttle from the airport to the to Baker Street was the coolest bus driver ever. He was this Jamaican dude with a really heavy Jamaican accent, and he really loved using that PA to talk to people, like for anything. He was like, I'm gonna do a really bad Jamaican accent now.
Do it.
I hope I don't offend anyone, but he's like, I love you all and I love myself. So please, he really loved saying please. So please make sure you buckle up for everyone's safety. And there'd be like, we were cracking ourselves up in the back, and there'd be like 30 seconds of silence, and then he'd go again, like, using, how do you say that? Something like, I don't remember, like, using mobile phones on this bus, suspense, is permitted, but you need to be, how do you say that? Like, be considerate and not, not bother everyone around here. And then another 30 seconds of silence, and he'd go, talking to other people on this bus is permitted. And we were like cracking ourselves up.
But please
it
do
was
it
very nice.
with consideration.
Consideration.
And respect.
That was super nice. That's the best bus driver ever. I wish we had those kinds of drivers. Yeah. Hey Marco, welcome to the stream. Hey, little bit of Blue Yeti.
How are you, Marco?
You made it to the end of the stream. Oh, I love that emoticon. So yeah, that was AdventureX 2018 for us. It was such a great time. Such a great time. Not just for the purpose of showing off our game and getting a lot of feedback and a lot of praise. More praise than feedback. It was just a boost of confidence and a boost of wanting to get this game out already, because there are so many people asking us when it's going to be out, and it's going to be out really soon. But also figuring out that we need to make sure that the game runs as smooth as possible technically, and we don't get these issues that we've been having with two laptops so far. God damn it, a very shitty laptop and a very good laptop. So
like when you were at
yeah, but I'm not voicing him, Rasmus boy. I am not voicing him.
When you were at the conference at Dave Gilbert's talk,
yeah,
that's when Stephen Brown, a reporter, came to play our game so he can write an article about it. And that's when a cutscene completely crashed, and then it made the whole PC crash, and it wouldn't start at all, and I couldn't shut down the computer. I couldn't do anything. Like, oh my god, it's like the best timing ever.
Yeah, and it's such a great laptop. It took like 2 minutes for the computer to start again. It has. It probably has to do with something.
Sorry enough to.
I don't really actually think it's the game. I think we were unlucky enough to have two laptops that just were malfunctioning.
I don't know. Yeah, because Nico said like my audio driver keeps crashing, and the Aura driver for the Luna. The
what? The Aura driver. What the hell is it?
Aura, I don't know. It's called the lights from the keyboard.
Oh, the lights from the keyboard. The fucking lights from the keyboard were crashing our game.
That would interfere with the game.
Nah, I have no idea, but we need to make sure that shit doesn't happen anymore. Because when we went to Deathplay, the cutscenes were not playing at all.
Yeah, but that was a very bad laptop.
That was a very bad laptop. This is a very good laptop, so just laptops are the bane of us.
Keep crashing. I hope it's because of the drivers. I don't know.
Oh, let's hope so.
And the funny thing is,
exactly, Sam, you are so right.
Yeah, and Sam, let me explain. I kept telling this to Nico before we went.
That actually happened.
My computer kept glitching these cutscenes, and every time I took the laptop to Nico to show him, look, the cutscenes aren't working. They would work perfectly. And then
so we were starting to think that maybe it was from this Cintiq being plugged in, or the mouse, or you never know with these things, it's just...
Every time I showed it to Nico, it worked perfectly.
Hey, Gonzalo, yeah, it was great meeting you. It was great meeting you again, yeah. We met in Germany first, I think, at the AdventureX party. And we missed that one this year. We're gonna next year. We're gonna try because we want to go to Gamescom and show the game off there. Yeah, hopefully, we would love to go to GDC too, but that's expensive.
That is expensive.
But we want to hit as many conferences as possible. As tiresome as it can be, it's just really worth it for meeting all the devs and all the game the players and stuff. It was a really good time. It was really good time. So yeah, I was just saying, it sucks that we all live so far away from each other. It's super nice that we have the internet and we can still communicate, but it doesn't compare with just hanging out with people live. So if any of you, ever come this way, ever come to Romania and come through,
give us a call to go out.
Give us a call. We'll hang out. Beer. So you go. Whatever. We'll just hang out because we're isolated here. No one wants to talk to us. Just kidding. You are very welcome if you're around here. We're gonna hang out and show you around. Yeah.
Yeah, Gonzalo. Is that how you pronounce it?
I think so.
Okay.
We're just mispronouncing everything here.
We're mispronouncing it. Yeah, we'll have to see if we can apply for some
grants.
Yeah. I think there are a couple of grants given to game developers, but I don't know what we can do to apply for them. We'll have to see.
I have to look into it.
Expensive.
Yeah, because you know what it is with like indie life. You have to do everything yourself, make the game and sell it and worry about a lot of stuff. So, but you know what? It's okay with me because I just make Kami do all that boring and annoying stuff. I mean, I can just delegate. This is what I do.
As a secretary too.
You're not a secretary. You're more like a project manager. Looking back, I think I should have made you project manager on this project from the beginning because things would have been a lot more organized had you been in charge.
I don't know.
I think so. I'm pretty convinced. Senseless Squirrel! Welcome to the stream. Hey, I was just talking to a friend before today on Facebook Messenger, a friend from Japan. And he was just telling me that he was just playing Pillars and enjoying it so much. And I was just telling him that, hey, a friend of ours from Germany, we know, worked on that game. So yeah, so that was pretty much our wrap up of AdventureX 2018, which is it's an event that we really, really recommend. If you can, the thing is that it's pretty, if you want to go there, you better back their Kickstarter because I think they're going to be a paid event from now on. This was the first year that it was a paid event, and it was full, like the lines were long and it was sold out. So if you want to go there, follow them on Twitter or something and check out when they're having their Kickstarter, because that seems to be the best way and maybe the only way to make it into the conference, and it's really worth it. So we want to go there next year too. Although I have no idea whether we'll be exhibiting because I think they want to show different games every year. But
who knows? Maybe we'll have a different game by then.
I have some very strong doubts, some very, very strong doubts about that. But this is another thing that we were discussing with people. We made a big game, like especially for a team our size, we made a really big and long game, and I think our next game is still gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be even more amazing.
It's gonna be mind-blowing, but it's gonna be a lot shorter. I mean, that's because I think it works best for everyone involved, for you guys and for us. Because this was great to work on, but working.
It could have been 3 games.
Working full time for 2 years on a project is enough, and it would be. I would love to have like a yearly turnaround, but we'll see if we can ever pull that off. I have no idea. Coming for president, I agree, Marco. I agree. I don't know about president, but like project manager and just general organizer of things, I am very much in agreement with you. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. What? You are a lot more organized than I am.
Yeah, and then I misplaced my code and kept left out of the Airbnb. I'm very
that was both of us.
No, I would never do that. I'm getting it for you. I'm getting very.
No, like that was just the universe messing with us, like the uncaring cosmos, because maybe we've taken the name of Cthulhu in vain or something. But so yeah, it's just really gave us a confidence boost that people who. What are you yawning
really
again? Yeah, I am too.
I haven't gotten enough rest.
Yeah, so people who've played the game have really enjoyed it, so it's really given us this boost of confidence that, god damn it, we have something good on our hands.
Do it.
You have to just release it.
Even better.
Let me just annoy everyone on stream. Let's oh shit. You have to just release it already. Okay. I think that's a sign that we need to...
Oh, what are you doing?
I don't know. This is all mirrored, so it's very hard to...
Maybe it's
Okay.
very disorganized.
I am. That I am. I fully agree. Yeah, now you can see the plant better. So, yeah. I guess that was it for the stream.
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock.
It's 6 o'clock.
It took us an hour.
So, that was AdventureX 2018. Really recommended, both from a developer and just an attendee point of view. We had a lot of fun. We want to thank the organizers for organizing it, and just want to tell everyone, whether they be watching or not, everyone that we met either for the first time or met again, is super nice seeing everyone, and we're again I'm just convinced that just like adventure gamers are the nicest people
Yeah,
around.
they are. It's proven.
It's
a
proven.
fact.
It is scientifically proven. So
Scientifically
that was it from us, I guess. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. I know we don't stream as often as we do, but if you haven't caught this from the beginning, I explained right at the beginning why we're not doing it. We're just doing a lot of repetitive and mind-numbing stuff, which I just I hate doing it. I don't want to inflict that via stream on anyone. So we're gonna stream once the game gets into a much more releasable state, and probably do some art streams and stuff like that. But right now, just focusing on finding those pesky bugs, and as soon as we have the voices, we're gonna do the beta and everything. But so far, my life is just trying to find bugs and just bothering voice actors constantly. Please send me the voices already, because people really want this. All right, and that's it. Kami's just falling asleep. We're just gonna wrap this up. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we're gonna do another one of these streams soon.
Yeah.
That's a promise. Maybe we could even convince Kami to do an art stream while she's putting some finishing touches on the freaking on the inventory icons.
Yeah.
Sure.
I kind of sucked at it, but yeah.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You could just
Yeah, what I've been doing today, I could stream that.
Yeah, sure.
It's just we took the small inventory icons we have at the bottom, and you want them to be big big on the screen when you get them, so that you notice that they're in your inventory. So
Yeah.
the small little blurry things, I need to make them big.
Yeah, and that was actually something Rami Ismail, who's a very nice guy, he actually suggested. So
Yeah, but I have to interpret what you did there, and it's confusing.
Yeah, just
I can stream
taking a really small graphic and making it a lot
without
better.
detail, because you just got pixels, and I'm like, what did you mean to draw here? Yeah, but I can.
So maybe I could work my magic and convince the Kami to stream a little bit of
work
paint.
your magic. I'm gonna stream.
Maybe tomorrow?
I'm gonna stream tomorrow.
Will you? Is that a promise? Did we just promise people a
I
stream?
promised.
There you go. So you can watch the Kami. You can watch the Kami paint a little bit. All right, that's it from us. Thanks so much for
Yeah,
watching,
tomorrow
guys.
then.
See you tomorrow, I guess.
I'll let you know on Discord what time.
All right.
Or should I just announce it now?
I don't know
let's
if you can
make it
announce it
at
now.
4.
We just already said goodbye to people,
So
and
it's
some people
4.
already left and they don't
Oh.
know. I'm just kidding. 4?
But 4 C. What was the time?
4 p.m. CET? No, CET is what? I don't know.
Like
It's just
3. No, it's 3 p.m. CET.
okay. Just follow us on Twitch, and you're gonna get a nice notification when we go
It's
live.
3 p.m. CET.
Okay. See you guys. Peace and love, craft. Thanks for hanging out with us.
See you guys
Bye-bye.
tomorrow. Bye.